Look, we made a great team, huh? I didn't want to admit it at first, but fine, you got me. We're good together here. This is great.
Squanch Games is back with their new release. Unlike their previous titles, which include Accounting and Trover Saves the Universe, High on Life is an accumulation of the years of feedback the team has received and a level of writing that only this team can deliver. Of course, Justin Roiland fans will be quick to jump in if only to hear his signature humor, but I believe this game offers more to any who wishes to experience a fun, over-the-top action FPS.
Listen, can you pull the inhibitor chip out of me? It's the metal thing stuck in me. Just pull it out.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, that feels so much better. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about the spit.
High on Life allows you to choose a character before you are whisked away to another planet to take on the role of a bounty hunter and save the human race. It's a heavy burden, but hey, someone has to do it. An alien group known as the G3 Cartel has captured Earth, but now that you're in this new role, you will hunt down their strongest supporters while earning a few pesos on the side. The story is where High on Life puts a significant emphasis on. While you can approach this adventure at your own pace, taking things slowly will provide some of the most humorous NPC writing in any game I've yet to experience. This title is just so self-aware of the gaming genre and gamers alike. An NPC just helps you, and well, you try to pull the trigger, but they'll ask you why you just tried to kill them, which is something that I normally do in video games, but now I'm actually being called out for it. Constantly throughout this adventure, I was wondering if I was just a basic gamer, as the characters would call out everything I did. On the other hand, perhaps gamers are just that predictable, and I wasn't as unique as I thought. Suffice to say, I loved it, and I wouldn't even consider myself a huge Rick and Morty fan either. Although the voice of Justin Roiland is pretty close to the portrayal of Morty, there are a few personality differences. However, I might be getting ahead of myself. On the topic of Roiland, he lends his voice to a weapon you acquire. Known as Galatians, players will receive one after each bounty. Galatians each have their own personality and are voiced by some prominent actors in the community. The best moments are when they comment on your actions as you explore the environment. Taking too long in an area, they may elicit a comment telling you to hurry up, or provide hints on how to move on. The weapons are exceptionally creative here. Each feels different and has a multiple use case, including abilities that aid in traversal. For example, visitable planets have platforming sections that require using these abilities in a handful of instances. From moving platforms to slowing down time, I enjoyed just how versatile these weapons are. There are also some environmental hazards that can be used against enemies to make combat a little easier. Enemies do become a tad bit repetitive. However, this isn't due to the limited variety, but just how you face off against wave after wave of them. I feel like these encounters are simply there to make stages a little longer, but I had no complaints about the length of them to begin with. Hence, I wish there weren't so many waves of the same enemy type, especially when you need to clear out every enemy and one seems to be lost in some random room. Boss battles are each the highlight of the levels. They are challenging and force you to utilize skills you've acquired throughout the stage. However, they feel like significant bullet sponges as their health bar inches down. Regardless, they are the more memorable fights that deliver some hilarious interactions. The level design encourages exploration, if not to interact with every NPC on the field, but to search for pesos and collectibles. Still, you can just as quickly run through the levels and follow the quest marker to get to the bounty and take care of it, making the game roughly an 8 to 10 hour experience. But you can also stretch this out to be maybe a 20-hour experience. It's up to you. Still, it's possible to return to levels, which you'll likely do once you have acquired a new weapon that can unlock a new path. When it comes to the overall experience, each interaction felt unique. Due to the various choices that you can make during dialogue, you'll shape the conversation. I'm unsure if they changed the story significantly, but the conversation paths are fun to witness. I mostly enjoyed the level of discovery no matter what I did. You can purchase upgrades that speed up traversal, which you'll definitely want to because running never feels fast enough. This is a game that knows its audience and delivers. However, depending on your pace, I'm afraid those who attempt to rush through will likely not receive the complete package. Further, regardless of the tight gunplay, the experience still weighs on the player wave after wave of enemies who have some rather comical doll physics. Graphically, High on Life is colorful and vibrant, which clashes well with its crude humor and graphic scenes. There are a few oddities that I encountered, but nothing in the realm of game breaking. The developer also promises a day one patch that fixes some outlining issues. High on Life knows what it wants to be and delivers that experience to players who likely want the same thing. The level of humor and writing is on another level. Still, you want to pace yourself, if only not to grow tired of the waves of enemies you'll encounter, which is thankfully broken up with platforming sections and standout interactions. The phrase "made by gamers for gamers" has never rung truer than when describing High on Life. Noisy Pixel is giving High on Life an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. NoisyPixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
NoisyPixel.